Hello, buddy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. So I just wanted to catch up from our last meeting. We were discussing that your transportation was in the way of you getting to your services. Was that correct?
Yes.
And how has that been affecting you since we was last met?
I'm still not being able to really get around that much. I'm still walking everywhere I need to go. I can't get to the bus most of the time. Either I'm too late or they won't let me get on there for some weird reason. Still struggling.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel kind of defeated because I can't get the transportation I need to help me look for a job, to help me do anything, to help my kids get around. It's stressful.
Okay, I understand how that may be stressful for you, and I do commend you for every day waking up and still continuing to try to find work and try to support your family. So I do commend you, and I am proud of you for that. I do wanted to catch up. So you do rely on your mother, excuse me, your wife's mother and his brother to help you guys out, correct?
Yes.
And what does her brother do?
Her brother, he works in real estate, and so I think that he makes like a decent amount of money, but I still feel bad because I have to keep borrowing from him. And, as a guy, I want to be able to take care of my own family.
Okay, and from our last meeting, we were discussing about education. So, like you said, he was a real estate agent. So, do you think education? Are you really looking for bettering your education so you can help you find a qualified job, or is that something you still wanted to do?
Yes, because at this point, farming isn't going to help me be able to sustain a good life for myself and my family. I'm
Okay.
going to have to go back to school and get an education so I can have a wider range of jobs to choose from.
Okay. And I just want you to know that I will help you try to find some classes that will, try to be in your area. And like you say, you want it to be outdoors. So, what kind of activities do you think, in the work field you would be interested in?
Hmm. I guess I really wouldn't mind like doing something with maintenance or either like I guess I wouldn't mind being an architect because I like to build things. That's kind of my forte. I don't mind being outside in the hot sun, building. It's no problem.
Okay, so basically like engineering and things like that.
Yes.
So, okay, so kind of like welding or building and
Yes, I like
things
that
of
type of
that
stuff.
nature. Okay, so that's understandable. Um, So let's get back to your family. So are you guys, you and your wife? What does your wife do?
My wife, she has a job where she works at a convenience store, so us trying to live off of her salary definitely is going to help ends meet. That's why it's so crucial for me to hurry up and get back out there and get a job.
Okay. And so all of you guys live together? Is it
Yes, I live with my wife, and we have 4 kids together, and we
correct?
have an adopted child as well that we take care of. So 5 really.
Okay. And how do you guys, do everyday basic needs like eating, sleeping, bathing, things like that nature?
Well, I have a few food stamps that I use, and sometimes I just take the kids over our to my mother-in-law house and she'll feed them and stuff like that.
And that's the place that you were having trouble to get to, correct?
Yes.
Okay, understandable. Okay, so you do rely on the food stamps to feed your children every day and provide for them basic needs, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that is something that we could get for you so you can, help your family out. That's no problem. Another thing I wanted to discuss last time we were talking about finding a, job and preparing for that. So for transportation, did you want to, try to get a license to help that, or did you want to rely on public transportation?
I guess I would want to get my license so I can be independent, so I don't have to worry about trying to catch the bus. But then I'll have to get a car, and I know right now I don't really have the money for that.
Okay.
But yes, I would prefer to just get my license.
Okay. So maybe we should start building a plan so then that can help us access what you really want to do and how we can accomplish it. So the very first thing, that you want to do is what? So we've discussed education,
Yes.
we've discussed, a job, and
Yeah,
we've discussed
transportation.
transportation.
Yeah.
So, what do you think is the first priority for you?
Hmm. I think a job should be the first thing for right now because I don't have any type of income really coming in, and if I at least get something coming in, that'll make things a little bit easier on me. And then after that, I think that I can um, start focusing on my education, and then lastly, transportation. I think that I will be able to get rides for my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law to work every day until I'm able to save up enough money to pay for my license and to get me a car.
Okay. And for a job, so have you recently been looking? Have you, been trying to go out and find something that could benefit you for right now?
I've been to a few job fairs and did a couple of applications
Okay.
and gave out my resume. I just went online and created one, and I mean I haven't really gotten any calls back yet, but it was just like a week ago, so I still know I need to give it some more time.
Okay. Um, and do you think your resume is strong for the job that you're applying for? Do you, see any disconnects in your resume that you think that might, you need to improve on? Because we could always bring it in. I can help you look at it, so we can better help you be qualified for the job that you're looking for.
I think that I could use some advising on how to build a stronger resume because I know that my writing skills are kind of inadequate. And I mean, I try to do my best. I had some people check over it for me, but I mean, maybe I need to build a stronger resume that'll really help me get my foot in the door for some of these employment opportunities.
Okay, and that's understandable. That's something I could, I'd be more than help you. Excuse me, I've been more than helpful to help you with. So, um, that would be the first step. And I do commend you for going out and trying to look for a job because I know it is hard, trying to do that on top of what you are dealing with. So again, I do commend you because I know it must be hard. The second thing for education, classes. So, what type of classes are you looking for? So, do you want to start with community classes? Do you want to do with, just you can go to forums to get, better information? You can take online classes. What were you, thinking?
I think online classes would suit me the best since I do have a family to take care of, and I don't really have the transportation I need right now. So probably online classes will help me a little bit better.
Okay, and online classes wouldn't be a problem from you in the house.
No, it wouldn't be a problem because I'm able to walk to my mother-in-law's house,
Okay,
use her computer. So that should be okay.
okay. So I just want to, recap from what we talked about. So, from our goal agenda, we are discussing a job. We are going to focus on the resume, try to tighten that up to see where areas you are lacking with. We are going to continue to, go out and try, look for jobs, see what's hiring, things like that. You don't have to do everything on, everything you see, but I just want you to feel that you did enough, that you were willing to say, hey, I went out there and, try. So that's
Yes.
all I, asked. Um, for education, we will look into, try to see what classes are available, try to see what fits you, your schedule, and basic things like that. And then after that, all of that, we'll see how we would do with the transportation purposes. How did that sound?
That sounds good.
Any more questions for me? Any concerns?
I don't think that I really have many concerns right now.
Anything else that you would like to discuss today?
Well, I guess I should discuss probably my stress and depression
Okay.
because I know I am trying to get back into working, and I've only had like one session with the counselor, and you know I know that's not really going to be suitable for me, and I'm just still trying to work on coping with it, trying to get my head straight to go back to work. And it's stressful because I got the kids at home. My wife isn't really bringing in too much money. It causes arguments between the both of us, and I just don't want it to start affecting the kids, and I don't want it to ultimately ruin our relationship.
Okay. And how has it affected you personally? So what? How does this make you feel? Do you experience any, you know, disconnect from family or anything like that?
Yes, I am starting to feel a disconnect from my family. My wife, me and her, we don't quite talk as often as we used to because of this. And, we've gotten to the point where we're just writing each other notes now. Like, we don't have a verbal conversation.
Okay.
And I feel like, it's my fault for being out of work. Farming was my passion. And I never thought that I would end up out of work like this. And, I never realized it would ruin my family. And, I think my relationship with my mother in law and my brother in law will start to become strained if I keep relying on them for too much longer.
And that's understandable. And I know it must be hard, all the stress you are dealing with. And I know that, having something as a passion and being taken away from you must be hard. So I do, again, am proud of you for, overcoming that and, getting up every day and trying. So, the only thing you can do is try. You can go on. We have these goals that you say you want to accomplish, and you will accomplish them if you believe you will. So, all we have to do is go day by day, and your solution will be resolved.
Yes, I think that's true. I mean, I realize I can't put too much on myself at one time. I just got to work on my goals, step by step, and hopefully that'll make things better for my life overall.
I think